Good morning, good afternoon.
Wherever you are in the world,
How are you doing? We're back again with another episode. It's raining outside, chucking it down. But
instant coffee, that was a bit sudden.
we've got a special guest on today. Over time, as you know, we're going to progress and keep advancing what we're doing. You're going to see the content will keep getting better and better. Today we've got a special guest on, an artist, entertainer, entrepreneur, everything. Her name is Star. Round of applause, everyone. Even though no one's in the building, we're here. We're representing. Yeah, we're in the building. That's about it.
That's enough.
But how have you been getting on these since all this craziness has started?
Well, first of all, I'm blessed because I'm alive. So I always count my blessings no matter what. And I think that, it's been a tough time for all of us, but I think life is tough and you just need to keep marching on, stay focused. So I'm saying, try and do what makes you happy, even if you are restricted. Not all the time it's about going out having fun. Sometimes it's good just to be able to have peace within yourself. Do you know what I'm saying?
Obviously, it's been going on, since beginning of last year. It's been madness. Everything's been shut down, events have been shut down.
Life has been
shut down. Like, you can't even go to the toilet without having to get your temperature checked no more. It's crazy. So, obviously, we met, a few months ago. We done a tune and that. We done a couple tunes during lockdown.
Yeah.
And that's what
couple
really
hits, mate, couple bangers.
We don't want to talk about it too much because, do you get what I'm saying?
I think we're blessed because we're creatives. Even though we can't go out and perform and go to do shows, we can still be creative because it's what we do. That's our job. So, and it's also gives you an opportunity to be able to express yourself and get your feelings out because not everybody can communicate. I feel sorry for people that are going through whatever they're going through, but they can't express themselves because they find out how to talk. That's why it's good to paint. It's good to draw, sing, rap. We don't have to be good at it.
Read a book.
To do it, read a book. Just the ways of venting it. But it's like we've lost the whole, not lost because I don't like to say we've still been living, but I do feel like we've lost the whole nearly 2 years. It feels like to me.
It feels like a lifetime, to be fair.
It's crazy.
It's hard to even remember when things were good, isn't it?
if I'm being honest, like during lockdown, basically, because I'm going from the TV to my phone to an iPad, I had to stop all the screens and I started to buy some books, books that I was in, like things that I was into, so that sort of kept me going as well during lockdown, and I'm trying to keep it up. I'm struggling, but I'm trying to keep it up. But
I think it's important to read. I just bought my sons, they're 15 and 13. I bought them Da Vinci Code and Angels versus Demons, which are people...
Deep films as well.
Yeah,
deep films.
but people inquire cute because I thought, you know what, it's so beautiful to hold a book. I love books, I'm a proper bookworm. And it's just like, it's getting their minds going because they're just constantly watching, especially our children, TikTok, whatever. So boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
They're not working their minds. So I think you really need to implement that. What kind of what books did you buy? What titles?
Because I'm obviously into sports and mainly football, so I was and I'm more into real life, so autobiography. So I got Didier Drogba's one, Commitment. I got a couple of books from Sir Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, Ian Wright, Roy Keane. Yeah, so but I haven't read them all, but they're inspirational. Inspirational.
Yeah, cool.
Like you see that Drogba now. Obviously, he was a Chelsea player. He's actually now obviously Ivory Coast. He's now into politics now. He's moving. He's moving. Yeah, he's doing bits now. He's doing into politics and doing good things.
Like how Akon's doing bits like they're like pillars in their country, in Africa.
Proper icons like George Weah. He's the president of Liberia now, and he was a footballer. So, it can be done.
I don't read that much books. I just read Goosebumps and shit.
Oh really?
That was the last book I read.
You've still got that kind of youthful mind. You're very creative. You've always got better stuff going on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I do as well, but I just appreciate to get a book. Like I read things like Eckhart Tolle and not The Power of Now. That's not really my kind of book, but spiritual books and books about the psyche and things like that.
What's that called? The first one you said?
Eckhart Tolle, so The Power of Now, Stillness Speaks. They're life-changing books personally, and The Celestine Prophecy as well.
They sound like some deep shit.
They are deep shit because I think that we have to acknowledge ourselves as spiritual beings in, you know, a human experience, and we have to try and gain as much knowledge, try and get to know ourselves again with that.
Especially when you read that kind of stuff as well. Like, things like this don't really affect you. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%. They do affect you because you're
it
still
does.
human,
Of
living
course,
in this
yeah,
matrix, but you know, you're aware, you're observing what's going on. So for
you know what's coming and you know how to overcome it.
Yeah, it's more of an experience than it's actually happening, if you know what I'm saying. Once you look at things like an experience, you kind of let go of worry and anxiety because you know it's only temporary. Like, this is just a phase. Do you know what I'm saying? Before we wasn't in lockdown, we was living life how we're going to be living. It's never going to go back to what we know. It's going to be a new world.
New phase, isn't it?
But it's
another new phase.
Yeah, just right.
Till they get shut down again.
Don't say that.
No, because it will. It's like every. I feel like it's like a time when things are just gonna constantly every few years. You know what I'm saying? Something's gonna happen. A new strain, a new something, and then they'll get rid of cash.
Don't prophesy it all over.
Do you know what I'm
saying?
Because I don't need to read the deep books to know what's coming, bro. I've seen Da Vinci Code and shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a movie guy. I'm more of a movie guy, so I do read books as well. But I used to read before all this madness happened. I used to read newspapers religiously every day. My mum used to, when I was young and I was in jail, my mum used to send me newspapers every single day. When I come out, I used to read newspapers every single day. It's only been last year when I started reading newspapers.
Did you used to read one particular one or all of them? Or
just all of them mainly, but I was a fan of The Sun, innit?
Okay, yeah.
Just because of this, I don't know. When you realise how mad the media is and manipulative they are, and they can be, I just stopped reading it. Especially after the last election. You know, like December 2019, the election before this madness. I stopped reading it. Yeah. When I see them slandering Corbyn, I just stopped reading it.
It's entertainment, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's entertainment.
You can't take it seriously, but it's for the sheep and the people of this world that the government truly, really, honestly
take it for gospel.
That's their real, that's their life.
The funny thing is, it's a joke, but how can you not take it seriously when they're the ones who are dictating your lives?
Yeah,
That's the funny thing about it.
Yeah.
You go to see, like, even when you watch The Crown, innit? You see how powerful the media are. Even over here. Yeah, it's mad. You see. Because a lot of people, they just blame the royal family for the way they are, but when you watch it, you clock.
It's the media.
The media have a lot of power.
Who controls the media? It's the government. It's the top hierarchy government.
Before that, above that. The royal family don't even have a fucking say.
They're just puppets.
Do you get what I'm saying? They're
Boris is a puppet.
they're puppets.
What is his name? The one from America? What you said earlier? I'm going to sound so dumb. Trump. They're just puppets. You can't get mad at them. They're just doing as they're told.
I've never liked Trump. Like.
Yeah, you just got to pick a side because the thing is, it's going to happen, innit? New world order is going to happen. Cashless society is going to happen. People are going to be robots, but there's also going to be another world, which is our earth. The people that rebel, the people that start exchanging things for goods, and will actually go backwards. Exactly. Okay. But you just have to decide who's. You have to decide in yourself what you're following through and who you want to live for. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's important to be an entrepreneur. It's important to have your own business and make your own money, so you're not relying on the government, because the government are going to have you just like that.
Yeah, that's if you're relying on the government, then they're going to take.
Yeah.
They're going to have no privileges or no nothing. Yeah.
I've seen that more than ever recently. Like, if you're dependent on them, you're fucked.
But I think that's it.
But we're all depending on them to some degree. Do you get what I mean?
Of course, because we're in England. It's
but
only
the plan is
about
to
England that they don't have control of you properly, because they will always know what you're doing. You're paying tax. When you're paying tax, they've got you. So that's why England's a good place to work, build, but you need to get out of here. Do you know what I'm saying? In the end, so I'm grateful to be British. I'm not trying to slander it. I'm talking about the government. I'm grateful because it's given me a lot of advantages even in our career. Being English, I know I can go to America and it's going to be a good bonus for me. But if I was born in America, I'd just be like any other standard mixed race girl, creator trying to make it out there. And And also, you know, we can't. The NHS is a blessing, man. Like all these good things to it. So when I didn't have my kids and I weren't working, they were paying my bills. So you know, it's just the pros and cons. You just can't let it control you to a certain level where you're completely asleep.
Yeah, and you're brainwashed by it.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, fuck. Because you see it now. You go outside, you see people every weekend, every Saturday, Sunday. I'm seeing like mad queues for the vaccine. And obviously that's people's choice whether they do it or not. It doesn't bother me, but I'm just saying it goes to show you how easily led they are to that place. Do you get what I'm saying? Because
I don't think it's been easily led. I think people are just been locked up, cooped up for so long here that now it's like I do it like anything to get back some sort of normality. That's what
that's their social.
Yeah. There's people on social media moaning about people who are against it, yeah. And as soon as you mention, oh yeah, you just want to get your vaccine so you can go on holiday, they just go quiet because they can't say nothing else. That's the reason why That's the reason.
And you're not even allowed to fly.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm never getting the vaccine because the thing is, for me personally, I feel like my body's healthy enough, my mind's strong enough, and they can't touch my spirit. So if I need to get a vaccine to get the fuck out of here, I'm getting a vaccine. But it's like they, you know, because it is like the mark of the beast that we're all talking about. But it just baffles me to think that how one little chip can affect your spirit. That's what the most important thing, because your spirit can overcome anything. It's your spirit, that's your instincts that tells you to fight or whatever. But it's not all of our journey. Not all of us are supposed to bust free and break out of this. But I personally, like I'm saying, I don't mind getting a vaccine if I have to get out of the country. Apart from that, I won't be getting a vaccine because I'm not spending my days here in this country.
To me, this ain't like you're obviously like a BCG or whatever. So until it's sort of it's not even to that level of threat.
Yeah.
So to me, like to make it compulsory is a madness anyway. But
yeah.
At least you're talking about a good 5 years before I'm even considering.
You say that.
Considering like.
You say that.
Because obviously with vaccinations here, they're saying it's about a 5 to 10 year process before it can go out to the public. So
what they're doing now is testing
what they're doing now, whoever's run and done it, yeah, they're just basically guinea pigs, and we're just waiting for the 2 year period to see the long term adverse effects of the current.
Because you know they're talking about the cashless society. Look how many shops you go into, and not many. Like obviously all the little shops accept cash. But it's like, that happened quite quickly when no one really has cash in their pocket at all.
Yeah, generally anyway.
Yeah, pardon?
When you say that,
no one has cash because everyone's using their
well.
card. Everyone's tapping or chip and pin.
I think it's happened quite quickly though. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's happened before we've started, before we've even seen it. Like, it was already happening.
It happened when we was locked up. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like they've locked us up, made changes. So when you come out again, oh shit, the fuck?
No, but if you think about it, yeah. I read this. I looked this up, yeah. Only about 10% of the world's money is actually physical cash.
Yeah.
So we've been living like that for ages.
There's pros and cons to it. There's pros and cons. There's bare pros and cons to being cashless. Like there is a lot of pros and cons to it, but at the same time, it's like so many changes in such a short space of time, isn't it? And I wonder why it's fucking up people's mental, because you're coming out and it's like change. Everywhere you turn, mask. Can you stand there, please? Cashless, please. Do you get what I'm saying?
But what else it is? It's not the fact that we can't just go out. It's a fact, or go to work. It's that people go to work and go out to escape the reality of what's in their mind and even their relationships. And we know when we was in that first lockdown, I don't know how many relationships must have just ended.
Fucked, yeah.
Because you get a chance to spend time with that person, but also with yourself, because like usually we're just distracted. Everything, well, come out. We'll come home. This is the standard stereotype. Come home, cook some food, sit down, watch some TV, or watch a bit of, whatever. Go to bed. Same thing. You don't have time to dwell in to think what the fuck. And now we are thinking what the fuck. Just the fact that a government can control us and
so quickly now.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Snap at a finger.
Yeah. And someone said something to me the other day about before this happened, mental health. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, mental health. And as soon as this happened, it kind of went a little bit quiet. Where you think it would go even more so. There'd be more help. There'd be more things available, things going on for us to do for people's mental health.
It's got even worse. It's like people as well forgot like how to be fucking mindful as well. It's like, what's her name? Caroline Flack. She took her life at the beginning of all this madness. And it's like people 1 minute they're banging on about mental health, next minute they're abusing someone online, next minute, do you know what I'm saying? They're sending tweets to someone, even a racial thing with the football and that. 1 minute, they're slagging off players, calling them monkeys, calling them this, that. Next minute, it's gone quiet for a minute. Then it'll happen again. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
that's the internet, innit?
Yeah,
it can happen in the internet because it's an open fucking
we
pool.
have to be strong.
It's an open pool, innit, of nutters.
We have to be strong. You need to. This is what I'm saying. We do need to be like wire our brains because, especially in this country, not so much in other countries, but especially in England, we're very weak-minded in the sense of we don't like to be criticised. We don't like to be put down.
Too sensitive, isn't it?
We don't like to be told about our imperfections. It's like, hello, we all have imperfections, whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. Be able to laugh at it, because my mum's from Leeds, they're northern, the banter is unbelievable. They rip it out of each other and it's funny. My ex-husband's Colombian, all they do is taking the piss out of each other. It's okay, not everything has to be perfect in situation. It's like being able to take it with a pinch of salt and also let it reflect on that person. Because me personally, I'm not one person to like make people feel bad about themselves. I hate that. And I think if that person's doing that, then you need to, like they say, it's reflecting them, so don't take it on board. Everything that they're saying, do you know what I'm saying?
It's mad. It's like people forget, and like you said, there's people in this country are too touchy. You say something online, and it rubs them up the wrong way easily. That's why sometimes I'll do it for banter. I'll do it just to get me for the reaction, like. But then I'll stand by what I mean, because everything I say is 100. Like it's not like I'm just saying it to get a reaction, then I'll take it down. I mean what I say, but it's just some people are scared to say that.
Yeah.
But sometimes even when I say it, it's not that I'm being horrible, it's just the fucking way it is, isn't it? It's like, it's just the way it is, like.
No frills.
Yeah.
People just fucking, when you say how it is sometimes, they hate it, bro.
Especially in, like, I keep saying England because it makes a difference, the states of
America, look at America, like, you say what you want, when you want, how you want, and there's no filter.
Everybody knows what it's sad, like, it's cool, you got, that's why I'm always looking for the real ones, literally.
But that's why I learn from different aspects of, I watch everything that goes on.
But America's cool, but it's extreme. So when you get the racism, you get it extreme. Like so, like over here, it's like the UK is technically it's racist here, but they don't want to be known to be racist. They don't want to be seen to be racist. They went out. They like to hide it. Whereas America, they'll just put it in your face.
Fuck you, nigga, and all that shit. You go Alabama and they tell you straight.
Like, what's it? That woman the police officer who killed a woman. She said she couldn't tell the difference between a
taser and
a gun.
Who put the meme up? Was it you?
Yeah. Last week
she couldn't tell the difference between a taser and a gun, and she pulled the gun and killed a guy, a black guy, basically. Yeah. Crazy.
Taser. She was saying for like 30 seconds, and you know the gun's heavy as well. And she shot the guy.
But you know what? I'm not sticking up for her. I'm not saying I'm just because I'm the kind of person, all different perspectives, especially weak people like panic. She mostly didn't know. But that's what it is. I didn't know the difference. You weren't even thinking. You was just like whatever. But I haven't heard the story. I don't know what even happened. So when did that happen last week?
Yeah. But because of what's happened with the George Floyd thing and everything else, them kind of situations should be more thought of. Do you get what I'm saying? So every time it happens now, it's going to get blown up because we're used to this shit and we're sick of this shit.
To me, it just literally blows my mind with the whole police brutality thing. It also blows my mind that you can't condemn a whole force. Like, I've needed the police. The police have been there for me when I needed them in my life. And they're there for people. It's not the police force, it's the people. Obviously, the system is corrupt to a certain degree. They need to change the laws.
People within it, innit?
Yeah, but it's those main people that go out and do that, and they're the people that need to be ridiculed and whatever it is. But it's madness. I don't know. It's scary.
Look at the Sarah Everard thing. Do you get what I'm saying? A police officer. When I didn't even take too notice of that when it first started, and then obviously as things started unrevealing, you find out it's a police officer, protests, riots, and all this other shit going on. It's the same shit. Do you get what I mean? But a different day. But officer. It's always an officer. The George Floyd thing, officer. The thing the other day, officer. So it's not even white on black on the streets, because you see that's probably going on anyway, but it don't get publicised. But I'm saying the shit that's getting publicised is the officer doing it. Do you get what I'm saying?
They're our civil servants. They have to be at our service. The politicians, they should be at our service, literally. They shouldn't be able to talk and treat people that way. They need to talk to me with respect, the same way when I walk into a retail shop and they're talking to me with respect like that in that sense. You're working for us, do you know what I'm saying? But even at the minimum basic, it should be a mutual respect from human to human. as well, because I watched this new thing on Netflix, a 30-minute Two Strangers it's called or something. And I'm not going to tell you too much, but it's basically about a white officer and a black guy, and every time he's waking up he's killing them in different ways.
I think I've seen a trailer or some shit.
But it's, I don't know, it's quite a spiritual thing at the end, but just the fact of all the different circumstances, when someone's mind's out a certain way, i.e. a racist person, don't matter what colour you're from, you're constantly going to see something as like a threat or some way to cause a problem or whatever. But it was scary to watch that and see that. It's scary just to think that that stuff's going on in the world, all that police brutality stuff. Horrible.
It's mad that that shit's going on, because remember a lot of films, like things happen in films and stuff, and people say, oh, they've planned it because you've seen it in a film and then it happens in real life, or you see it in real life then it happens in the film, either way. But like a few months ago I watched a film, what's it called? Songbird. Some people might have seen it on Amazon about what's going on now with the virus and thing. So films are made in that kind of sense where either it's happened before and they're just putting it out there as content because they've been inspired by it or some shit, or it's literally gonna happen and that's where the people of the 1% or whatever get that idea from. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a consciousness that it comes from a different level of intellect. Like, this is what I believe and this is my beliefs. Obviously you have different realms, different dimensions, and for me personally I think this has all been done before and we just keep going around in cycles.
Recycled.
We might change it slightly, but it's all been done. And our higher selves, our spirit, whatever you want to call it, I don't just have a spirit, you know, the Illuminati, it's all a different level that these people are working on. This is intelligence that's come down. These ideas, whether it's from a film or the books that we read, the art that we create, it's all from a high level consciousness. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why it's in films again, you see alternate universes sometimes, and there's a reason why. Do you get what I'm saying?
Real.
So how do you know what, like, we could be sitting there now and saying, how do you know this is real? Do you get what I'm saying? How do you know this is real? Maybe when we go to sleep, that's real. Do you get what I'm saying?
But that's
how
too.
fucked up life is.
I think it's all real. Like,
yeah,
it's all
plays hand in hand.
Existing simultaneously at the same time. There's no time or space or anything, because we've been there when we meditate, when you have daydreams.
Oh, what's it called? Yeah, what's it called? Deja vu. You know, when you've been, something happens and you're like,
trust me, it's real. I'm done with playing it down, like we're just some mere humans walking on a planet. Like we're on a planet in the universe. Like we're infinite spiritual beings, aliens, everything, stars, all that kind of stuff. It's magical, and that's why I don't watch the news. I'm not concerning myself what's going on in this earth. I'm creating my own journey and experience on this earth. For me, that's music, love, food, traveling. You know, getting to know people, connecting with people. Not all this fuckery that's happening. This is it. This is a distraction.
And this shit will make you not want to do shit.
It's all a distraction. That's what I'm saying. People don't fall for it. That's racism. Obviously, I'm mixed race. So my dad's Jamaican, my mom's British. I've only ever experienced racism when this little boy, he's only 9, called me a nigger. I was 9 too. We was in school together. But I know he didn't mean it with any malice. He just heard it. It's something you could tell it's from his upbringing. But
he didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about.
Who, me?
He didn't.
No, he didn't know.
Probably just heard it in a film or something like that.
Yeah, but I've always been somebody to be like, you know, segregation, never integration. Like, so no matter what the pigmentation in your skin is, what differentiates us is our cultural differences, not our colour of our skin. So people need to stop, you know, focusing on that, and not just like, people need to, and just focus on literally the being. And I think like now, because we've been in this lockdown, we're going through all this COVID, it is kind of waking people up to see that we need each other. Because even in all the films, when all these catastrophes happen, or in the crash or something, people obviously not talking at first, but by the end of it, they're bonding, they're talking, why does it have to take catastrophe and for us to go through that, for us to...
But then it goes back to normal. That's what's fucked up. You come together, innit, and then a week or two later, you're back to being cunts again.
It's true. That's
We're getting poisoned.
It's not even, I think it's just the fact of the society that's been built and created. So obviously you have an incident that brings everyone together, and a few weeks later it's like, oh shit, got bills to pay, got this to do, got that to do, and everyone's back to thinking about themselves again.
No choice.
You've got no choice but to carry on here, because
100%.
But that's like
work is your distraction, because at the end of the day, technically they say in an 8-hour day you're only productive for about 3 or 4 hours. So why do you work an 8-hour day?
Yeah.
But they said you should, supposedly I've seen something as well where it says work 90 minutes and then you take 20-minute break, innit? So really you go work for 8 hours or some shit.
100%.
But you should only be working what? 5, 6 hours of that.
Even the fact of like people having to wear suits and that, like I can't believe that shit's still going on. Like people should be able to wear what they want to wear, relax. Like in offices they should have some classical meditation music playing or just having these little breaks because people will work better. Like I don't understand what the government are doing.
It's like jail, isn't it? When you go work.
Yeah, but why the government?
You have to ask your boss to go to the toilet and stuff. That's why I hated work. That's one of the things that, do you know what I mean, made me think like I want to stop working for people because I have to ask my boss to go to the toilet. You know when you go to the toilet and they're like, where have you been? What do you mean I'm in the toilet? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you sit down and you think, what do you mean where have I been? Yes, I need to get out of here.
What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say, but basically school has changed because I'm obviously now I'm working in schools. So, and kids are getting all these like little sleep like little break times and nap times, yeah. And then they're playing these like videos, like these YouTube videos with like them sounds to relax. They're doing all that. They're doing
these
all
private
that
schools that you're
it's not even a private school. This
public?
is
Really?
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, so
they've learned lessons, innit? They've learned some sort of lessons.
They've even got a yoga teacher who comes in, but
that's good.
I'm not sure if it's helping, but
yeah, it will help. Just stretching out the body and stuff.
Hopefully with time. I think the older ones are too corrupt at the moment, but the young ones it's benefiting them.
Yeah, and you can teach them because it's obviously going to benefit them as they're adults. Do you know what I mean? So starting it now is perfect.
I think yoga's a bit it's like gym, innit?
It's hardcore. I've done it once.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
gym's
like it's a bit extreme to start them from young. Same with yoga, football, sports, other stuff. Yeah,
but there is yoga for kids though. That's what they do.
Yeah, but then what they do?
It's not crazy. It's not major stuff. It's not like
just stretching.
Yoga, stretching and breathing, and real yoga, stretching and breathing, and trying to clear your mind. People, this whole religious stuff, yoga is. It's just like no, everything is what it is. Think about it, and obviously, if people use it for other things, which I don't know how yoga can be a negative thing. Personally, I don't know how, because you hear that like some people say that. In the Bible, especially, not the Bible, sorry, certain Christian religions say that yoga is from the devil or it's evil or it's that kind of spiritualist thing. But for me, I'm a child of God. Do you know what I'm saying? I believe in Jesus. I class myself as Christian. I'm not religious at all, but I class myself as Christian. And I'm also a spiritualist. I'm also clairvoyant. I also like to read tarot cards. I also like to do whatever. It's about the intention of the person.
Where your heart is, where you're praying, where you know what is in it,
what isn't. And
so what you believe is what you believe is right and what's wrong, that sort of thing.
It's your own thing, your own compass that you have to follow.
Because I was born Christian, raised kind of Christian, and I got to a certain age where I wasn't really that into it. Like, I didn't really believe it that much. So I stopped. I just stopped. I just was just normal. I didn't affiliate myself to anyone, but I still obviously learned and obviously took knowledge from people who were of other religions and faiths, and took information which was good, beneficial to me, because at the end of the day, it's not to say to think, I don't want to do it here. It's just that I don't believe in everything that it is, so I can't commit to it because I don't believe in everything.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it is.
You got to take little bits of every faith.
Because they do chat shit in some parts, isn't it?
Some parts you don't.
Yeah, of course. That's the man's input. Like, listen, for me,
they remix it.
Yeah, God, source, creator, Allah, whatever word you want to use to describe life, source, is an eternal being, and there's unconditional. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, even a rapist, paedophile. This is what I honestly believe, and I've been in those situations. So it's not like I'm talking like I don't know. Like, God loves God accepting whatever, because God is not a man.
Yeah,
God is energy. The same way oxygen is what we're breathing and the blood that's running through in the trees. It's natural like that. Like, we should look at ourselves more as creation and nature than as this just human
that
being
makes bad decisions
with imperfection. What star sign are you?
Leo.
Oh, you're Leo.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be something like that. I'm an Aries. So, and you're Sagittarius. This is our three signs, fire signs, aren't you? Yeah, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries is fire.
I wouldn't
know that
We're
much.
all
like a beast.
top matches.
Like a beast. Like something like that, isn't it? I don't know if it's attached to fire.
No, you got a beast. Why are you trying to deny it? You got to know that shit. I'm a ram, that's what my Aries is, so they're leaders.
Well, you Aries?
Aries, yeah.
So I used to read. Oh yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday everybody to Star. Presents.
I
PayPal. We'll send you the PayPal link. You can PayPal some present, some money, and shit. Some money. Get me? But as well, like last week, I was fucking mad sad as well because of DMX. I don't know how much.
I felt like it hit you.
Yeah, I don't know how much you lot like him.
Yeah, I think he's a G. Do you know what I mean? But,
I was more upset, when he came out that he was in hospital, and then everyone was all like already saying like R.I.P. or whatever, blah blah blah. And I thought to myself, hold on a minute, he's only in hospital. He's not gone yet. It's like everyone tempted fate, like so.
Nah. It was, did he try to have a drug overdose or did he die of heart attack?
That's what they said.
Well, this is I've heard.
But supposedly as well, yeah. They said
it was an overdose that sent him into hospital, and then I was at hospital. We had a heart attack and died. But I've heard other stories. I've heard that.
Well, where is he now?
I've heard about the COVID vaccination and all that.
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know.
People say they had his vaccine 3 weeks ago, and then to perform and stuff.
Yeah, that's the reason why he got it.
Because there's other stories as well, like
because he's 50 now.
He used to smoke crack, innit? So that's when he fell off, and a lot of people stopped fucking with DMX.
But this is the thing with the media now, yeah. I think it was just an easy thing to say.
Of course, you never know.
Because obviously, because of a man's past, it's like easy to say, okay, he overdosed on drugs because he's had that past already. It's easy to just say it. So it's easy to link it and say, oh yeah, but I really don't think it. I don't know.
Who knows? The only thing that we'll ever know is maybe if you could talk to him in a circle.
Like I've heard that about maybe his one family member coming out and saying that the only thing obviously they may think it's COVID, the vaccination, but they had obviously the report didn't really say a name, didn't really say from who or what. It was just saying like a family member's come out, and I've heard something else about the family are looking to sue the media, but I can't.
Sorry, let's give our energy to DMX anyway. Why was you so?
Because he's the last of the real, isn't it? I've fucking since Biggie, you got Biggie, Tupac, Eminem, Dre, Busta Rhymes is probably even up there. If he passed, the world would feel it like. DMX was probably the last from that.
Nas as well.
Do you get what I mean? But they're all healthy and they're all doing their thing. Everyone knows that they're still in music doing their thing. DMX was like pushed to the side for a long while because no one would fuck with him. It was only when he done that thing with Snoop Dogg, innit? A few months ago, when the public seen him for the first time for ages, doing something musically like. But however he died, I don't even give a shit. It killed me.
I think like he did his job though. He, woke a lot of people up and touched a lot of people, and I think that's where the blessing is, because at the end of the day, like, death is not even a real thing, it's an ascension. Do you know what I'm saying? So he knew, his soul knew, and he's done a lot of things that people couldn't do in a lifetime. So that's why we have to celebrate. And to be honest, now he's not in this fucked up place. Do you know what I'm saying? He's in a better place. So why would you not really wish that on somebody?
There's only a couple people like when they passed. MJ. Everyone's got their opinions on artists. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an angel. That's my boy.
So like Marvin likes MJ. Marvin likes MJ, but he knows the other stories too. Do you know what I'm saying? So he will question the other stories too. But me, I'll defend MJ till he's dead, but till he's dead. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no one can't tell me what he is. It's like DMX. Someone was rinsing him the other day online. I had to block them because I see them rinsing him about dogs and that, saying that he used to abuse dogs and that and he had a dog farm and he used to sell them for fighting and all this shit. I don't give a fuck about that. Even if he did, do you get what I mean? Plus they got that from a media story. But even if he did, that comes and goes. If he didn't do it, someone else would have. It's not that he's a bad person. Do you get what I'm saying? He was a man of God. He wasn't a bad person. He was just made bad decisions like anyone else.
Like everybody, I think there's a saying on this audio that I listened to called Conversations with God. But it's you got book 1 and book 2, but you should always start at book 2. And one of the things is that everybody is special, but not every moment is golden. And I thought of that as well, because like I said before, I am a big advocate for forgiveness and like people can change and people fuck up. Do you know what I'm saying? You just never know what's around the corner, what situations that you get put in or whatever. But it's whether your good can outweigh your bad, and that's the whole point. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know. It's mad, isn't it? It's like you got Eminem, Dre, Nas, Busta, fucking, who else is there? Marvin Love, Fab.
What about females? Like
Females, yeah, obviously Missy Elliott. People forget, yeah, I know. Missy.
Who else is there?
But a lot of these people have been quiet for years, so I forget.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's what it is.
Well, we don't hear about them here in England, definitely not. But I think that, you know, they're doing their thing over in America. America's so good because there's just so much going on. There's nothing going on in England. There's no culture for us here. Literally, even for us as artists, where do we go and hang out together? Where's our community? What are we doing? Do you know what I'm saying? They've made a proper culture out of it. We need to bring that culture over here. More media, more podcasts, more fashion style, whatever
Content,
it is.
everything.
Yeah, more content, just revealing, you know, what we're doing.
I was going to say, in terms of the DMX, because we sort of moved a little bit. I was going to say, in terms of his, back when I was listening to him, it was, for me, what gripped me was his authenticness. Like, there wasn't really anyone out there at that time that was like him. Like, the voice, some of the ad-libs he's doing, all that sort of stuff. I think he grabbed me in that way. Like, I didn't think he was the best, but I feel like he was him, and he was out there, and he always had the same energy. Like,
yeah. He could say one word and you know it's his voice.
Yeah.
One word, that's incredible. How you feel for DMX? That's how I felt like when Aaliyah died. Like, that proper touched me. Obviously, Amy. But you know, listen, to live this life, to live this existence as an artist, as a messenger, because this is what these people are, they're all messengers. All of us are, but some of us more so to touch more people. There's a sacrifice that comes with it. And that's, once again, we're talking on these higher realms, like, because when you do get into the music game, you do have all these temptations, the drugs, the sex, that lifestyle. That
ruins some people, innit? It ruins some people,
innit? Does, yeah.
In terms of the crack here, or whatever it is, I heard that it was his producer, well, another producer, not Swiss Beats, but a producer, like a long-term friend of his from before he was famous. That obviously, when he was famous, he used to, obviously, it's like he was just rolling joints for him and stuff like that, but he used to just line them, yeah.
See what I'm saying? You have to be careful with your entourage, you know, that's another thing coming up.
Because man will do that on purpose.
Just
to fuck you. Say if they ask you for money or something, oh, borrow me a grand, man, I've got to pay the rent. And you say no, and you say no, like, fuck that.
Oh, okay, so
they might lace up your spliff and crack, do you know what I'm saying? Next thing you wake up, you're cracker.
I thought you was going down the route of basically getting them drunk, getting them high. Because you're high a little bit more, like, free with your money. And
even that, do you know what I mean? Get man high as fuck and rinse him for his money. Because there's a stage where, like, DMX was on top of the world. He was the biggest artist in the world. Forget rapper, artist. Do you get what I'm saying? He was bigger than Eminem, all these guys. When DMX was about, they was quiet. Do you get what I'm saying? It took for him to go quiet. That's when the man started. Because like I had a convo with Marv last week. I said it felt like to me, Biggie and Tupac died, and the whole hip hop community was down. Do you get what I mean?
Died with them, basically.
Yeah, died with them, and they was looking for a savior. Yeah. And DMX was that savior because his debut album literally came out a year later, and just went.
And then there's no hip hop like for me. I want to listen to hip hop. I'm going backwards.
It's not the same.
I don't know who. I wouldn't even think to.
When I think of hip hop, I don't think of anything beyond 2002. Nothing beyond that. When I think of actual hip hop, like, don't get me wrong, there are artists who have a hip hop vibe, and like obviously J. Cole is a new school who's on his shit in terms of hip hop. So
I like Lil Baby as well. Lil Baby's hard.
But I don't understand, why is it that, because for all those people that did do hip hop back then, and even us coming up liking hip hop, why has it stopped? Like, why is it this?
Because it didn't sell. Like, I do you know what? I think it's more of a.
It's phases, isn't it? I think it's phases.
It's phases.
Like certain eras, certain genres dominate at certain times, isn't it? It's like now, a lot of UK drill songs are starting to chart and dominate, whereas before they wasn't. Before it was hip hop or garage or dance or.
That's just the mainstream culture vulturing.
Yeah,
they're just trying to take. Obviously, I'm not saying that's not what we want here in terms of being seen by everyone. But it's like it's just the
same. It's culture vulture.
Yeah, it's just labels, culture vulture, and trying to and bring it up.
It's weird how all the different generations have taken over the popular culture, whatever. Because obviously now music and media and everything is more for the youngers. But I'm like, but what about me? I don't want to watch Love Island with a bunch of 20-something-year-olds. Why can't they do a Love Island with people my age and people from my background and culture? But this is why we need to create it. Like I'm all about setting up a media company and producing different types of show, whatever. Because we're in England. It's a multicultural place. Why is it that the media is still dominantly white? I personally think, or Caucasian. I don't want to say white because they're not white; they're Caucasian. Is that, do we need to do our own thing? I know there's people that are doing some stuff, but it's like it's only a
small
What's the mainstream soap with culture with different ethnicities in it? Like you used to have
EastEnders, isn't it?
That's not.
I'll say EastEnders. I think EastEnders is meant to be that program.
Yeah. Meant to be.
That's what I say it is.
I haven't watched it for
No,
years.
it's not, but it's meant to be,
My dad watches that stuff religiously.
EastEnders is hard,
He watched it religiously and he's like, the black family there is a joke though. Like they're taking the piss. And my dad is one of the biggest NFs that you'll ever meet in your life. Okay? So for him to say that, I know that they're taking the piss. So I don't want to watch it, but I'm going to actually go and watch to see what this EastEnders family is saying.
I've never watched it. I ain't watched it since Grant Mitchell.
Do you think that they're holding us back because there are a lot of people, creatives, like who are trying to bring out content, but it don't seem to be going anywhere or doing anything? Like,
I think it's coming. I think times are changing. It's growing. It's growing.
One thing I have noticed here is that since the George Floyd and all this campaigning, you are seeing a lot more black people on TV in terms of TV presenters, even on Sky Sports.
I think they're trying a lot.
They're trying. Yeah. I don't know if they're trying it to save face or they're just trying. Or they're
trying to sell us. They think we're stupid, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like they put a black man on there or Asian man on there. Trevor McDonald's the only one. Yeah. The only one that's been on there from day. Other than that, all these other people, they're just fucking.
I'm not even talking about mainstream news. I'm talking about even on just on Sky Sports. Like they're trying to get more black figures on there.
Yeah, like, younger ones.
Yeah, younger ones
like
as well.
Mika Richards and shit.
Yeah,
which is good. This is what things are changing. I see things changing.
It's good, but it's like they didn't make the change until the thing happened. So it's like, was you ever going to do anything before this happened?
But is it why should they have to cater to us? Like we need to be doing our own thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like we need to be working hard because it ain't going to be handed for us, and we need to all come together, invest our money, invest our time, and create something. Because they can't make our shit for us. They are not us. We're allowing them. If we're just going to sit back and complain.
No. We're not saying sit back and complain. Yeah, I'm just saying that obviously their Sky, if that's their Sky Sport, they get to choose who they want to employ or put on their TV screen. I'm saying about obviously we'll make content that you can put on there or put on ITV or whoever, whatever. So it's
or make our own fucking sports channel, isn't it? Black sports.
Why not though?
Blick sports.
Why not though?
You get me? Huh?
Why not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't start off as Channel 4, it starts off as a YouTube channel.
Yeah, it starts small. Everything starts small.
Little. If you ain't putting it out, then it ain't gonna have a chance to grow.
No, because there are some people doing football content and they've reached out to big people. Like there's
big up expressions.
Big up expressions. Big up the football terrorists as well. Still, they're good. They're good places. They're good YouTube channels to watch in terms of football and sport.
It is coming. It is growing. I believe.
No, definitely. Like all those programs, Come Down With Me, these these reality shows, they need to mix it up, man. Mix it up, and it's because you got what is them Young Philly and Big Tubs, whatever.
Big Tubs, Big Chubs.
Big Chubs. Cool.
Chunks. That's it. Chunks. Sorry, chunks. Not even chubs. Sorry, chunks. Chubs.
Like they're doing things because they're representing like the realness, personality, and different lifestyles, and do you know what I'm saying? Like. We just need to open up ourselves a little bit
more. Seen on Sky Sports News as well. Yeah. Talking about football.
He's cool, man. He's intelligent, and
he sings as well.
I know.
He sings. I didn't even know he sang until I see us
guys
on the telly the other day. He was singing bare fucking hymns and shit. And who's that other guy? Oh, I just had it on the top of my brain. I forgot.
We need to do more prank shows and that as well. Like it's just not enough.
You need to bring back gladiators.
Yeah.
Black gladiators. I'm joking. Get me, but we do need to bring that back. Things like that, Jeremy Kyle, they kicked off TV. We need to bring back a black one. Do you know what I'm saying? Black version of Jeremy Kyle.
And Trisha.
Yeah, Trisha. Might bring back a black version of that too.
Ricky Lake, did you let your sort of shout?
Yeah, that was hard. Jerry Springer was my one.
I would like to have a talk show that's got little implements of everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And that would be sick. Like,
Yeah.
remix it.
Yeah.
Have
Because Jerry Springer was too. I don't know if it's too comical. It
Like
didn't seem like
WWE,
it was real. It didn't
It's
seem
like
like it was real.
WWE.
It was good in the beginning when it was authentic.
I think.
But it got stupid.
Yeah, it got stupid after a while. It was good at first.
But then people was like, yeah, I'll fight her for $1,000. Literally, probably exposing their business. Because you know Josh Tinder, whatever it's called, or Rinda. Josh
Yeah.
Tinder,
Josh
and Josh
Tinder,
Tinder,
you know.
they pay you like $5,000. $5,000 to go on that. Yeah. Yeah, so it has to be a real story.
Yeah.
But you can make that up. That ain't a problem. But
So
yeah,
if Marvin owes me a tenner or something, I can say, do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, like whatever it is,
Take them on it.
it's up to $5,000. They will pay you.
Yeah.
Sorry. So whatever the person owes you.
I know Jeremy Carr, they pay people 400 quid.
Oh really? Did they? That's what I'm
They put
saying.
you up in a hotel. Yeah.
That's why they all used to go on there.
That's why everyone. Yeah, that's what you see.
All them ones with no teeth used to go on
Trust,
there.
that must have been fun, man.
The job seekers,
Dinner
the job
for a
seeker
month.
allowance ones. Yeah.
Dinner
I think
sorry.
it's got
No
Jerry's
disrespect to the
kill
job
me.
seekers.
Yeah,
No,
no
of course, everyone's got to do what they
Yeah.
got to do, mate.
Everyone's
You
signed
need
on,
to how
yeah.
I've signed on before. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like the government's there for a
But
reason.
don't go on Jeremy Carr just to get
Yeah.
4 bills, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, but some people might need 4 bills. Though. That 4 bills could do a lot. Like,
I'm saying that, you
Do
see
what
your
you
judge
do.
Ringo.
No, but
You
I
see
mean,
him taking
and
Marvin
a
on
bit of
judge
fame as
Ringo.
well.
People that's talking their things on Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's the same thing, innit?
So why not go on Jeremy Carr? Why
That's
not make
what I'm
money?
saying.
I miss Jeremy Carr. I miss it. I used to wake up, put it on now shit. Now you put on what's it, GMB, Piers Morgan's just been kicked. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
know I saw you said that you was tuning into everyone. Listen, TV
Yeah.
goes on in my yard, music goes on.
no, but I do both.
Yeah,
innit?
I
I
know.
like
But you're
because I like
into
learning.
media, yeah, you're into what's
yeah.
going on into the world and stuff.
Yeah. And plus, you could just.
So
I'm not out of tune with what's going on.
Yeah.
Because you know some people they don't watch TV, they just
Yeah.
jump on social media.
Yeah.
Oh, what's been going on? If you want to know what's been going on, go watch it, innit? Do you know what I mean? Put on BBC One and fucking don't. Why are you jumping on Facebook? Ask me what's going on. Press BBC One on your remote, innit? It's there. Like, so that's why I watch it. I don't watch news like when they come with all these numbers, these COVID numbers, all this bullshit.
bullshit.
I don't listen to that. But there's certain parts of it I watch and I think you lot tried it.
I don't watch the news because it's never straight. You always have to read between the lines.
No, but there's stories
Don't get me wrong,
that are
yeah.
true. Do you know what I'm
the
saying?
stories are
They
true.
can't
Yeah, but
manipulate
always,
every story.
No, but there's always stuff you have to read between the lines. It's never straightforward.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
Never ever. So if anything, I'll just go on YouTube.
What about London Live?
I'll go on YouTube
Have you-
and pick up certain bits and pieces. That's what I do.
Yeah, but YouTube's even more corrupt. This is what I'm saying. Because YouTube is.
I'm talking about obviously
Just
BBC
see
has
what's
the BBC has their page
Yeah.
and I read the clip and
Yeah,
I read
that's
news the
just- yeah,
2-3
the
minute
bit what
clip
they're telling
rather
you,
than
yeah.
watching the whole 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Or just stay away from BBC and ITV's alright. Channel 4's
No, but
alright.
I just see what they have to say now because sometimes it just makes you laugh.
Yeah,
What
that's
they
how I
say
watch
now.
it. To laugh.
Like, some of it's just hilarious.
Laugh at Boris and shit. That's all man watches it for like. But
Let's talk about relationships, female-male relationships, communication, differences. Not like, it doesn't need to be hard stuff, but I think it's important, especially in times now. Like, especially like, when you get a connection with somebody, like male and female, like women, I think, especially in this country, like, they always assume that a man and a woman, there has to be something going on, like they can't just be companions or, appreciate the friendship and stuff
or
like
men take it too, like it's friends and then men.
So, no,
You know
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
always
saying?
just say men. Sometimes
They
people,
try.
maybe they do, but if they felt that connection with somebody, then they felt to do that. Obviously, you do get sleaze bags out there that shouldn't be moving onto people, but right now, I think we're all going through a lot mentally. Yeah, a lot of us. I think we all have a lot of questions, and I think it's good to talk. Like it's good to be able to talk to each other and. Just
I believe though, when it comes to shit like that, like people think too much. You see, like when they in love with someone or whether you feel someone or whatever, they put all their eggs in that basket. Do you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I see it bare times on social media. Oh, I'm in a relationship, and 2 weeks later you see it's like they love that changing their status thing on Facebook for people to see as well.
It's the social media side of it.
So there's different fucking. Some people they don't put theirs. Me, I don't put my personal life on socials. Do you know what I'm saying? So you don't know my story until I tell you my story.
I only share what I want to share, and that's more or less when I'm out doing stuff. So if I'm at home and in my comfort of my home, and I won't share too much. No, you might see a little story of me reading a book.
Yeah.
But that's about it, or whatever, or a funny clip. But that's about
I think like for me, I'm a little bit hippified, and like because I love people, like literally. And I feel like people just love to limit themselves into this one dead relationship. Like for me, one man can't satisfy me, and I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about intellectually, energetically, spiritually. I'm not even just man, person. I like to connect with different. I'm learning this now about myself. It's not something I'm doing. It's something I'm going to be practicing. But I'm learning to connect with different people because I may be able to go out and have a coffee with you and chill, talk about that book. And obviously with Simon, we go and create, we go and do some music and enjoy all of it. It's like a pie chart. Just finding that person that being around people that encourage you, being around people that give you energy, that
connects with that certain interest that,
that
you share.
And I should be able to have. If I got a man who's my man. I should be able to have male friends.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of men are not on that. A lot of girls are not on
Everyone
that.
should. That's what I'm saying.
I've never understood that.
Yeah.
I've never understood it. Like a guy.
And that's what creates the problem.
A guy telling a girl they can't have male friends, or a girl telling a guy.
If they haven't been sexually active with each other, I'm good with it. If they've been sexually active, if it was not just a one night stand and they was in a relationship, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with you being able to. Because I always feel like there's always going to be some kind of underlying feelings and some kind of underlying energy, and I've been in that situation, so I know that shit is real. But if it is really honestly platonic and it's more like it is family, it's fine, we're soul family, then all day, every day.
Some people think that with everything in it though. You know them over fucking
insecure.
Yeah, them insecure people. As soon as you get there, where are you? Who's there? Who you doing? Who's that in the background? You don't say man was gonna. Do you know what I'm saying? I've had all them conversations, even when you're young, and to some degree I used to be like that. Not so much like that, but you know, like when you ring your girl and you're like, who's that in the background? You don't say you. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, but straight away you learn, man, that's not the way to be, because it will fuck up, blah blah blah. So some men don't even learn from that. They just continue that.
It's control, innit? It's power. Because I want my man to be like. When he sees me dressed up nice, he's just like, oh my god, baby girl, like it looks so nice, go out. If I'm out with him and a guy chats me up or whatever, he gets complimented by it. He doesn't feel
offended.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's about you putting your trust in your spouse and knowing that actually, I'm gonna carry myself in the right way.
That's one of the first things not one of the first things I'll do, but I've done that before. So I've been on a date, first time with a woman, and then we've gone to a club or a bar, whatever. I've gone to the toilet now. And I've come back now. She's been approached, innit? So instead of I didn't know. All I did was hang back and just watch. Because at the end of the day,
I wouldn't watch.
No, because this is where
I know.
You need to understand how she carries herself. Obviously you won't know that until
exactly. It's true.
So that's the reason why I did it.
I think that's a good thing to do. That's a smart thing to do. And no one is your property at the end of the day. If someone's gonna cheat on me, like you don't belong to me. Nothing is promised.
Like, because at the end of the day, because I didn't think if that was the other way around. She went to the toilet and a girl came and approached me, and then she saw me flirting, whatever.
She's not sitting waiting for you.
No. Obviously,
she's gonna come over and kick off.
Obviously, they can find it as a date. They'll see that as that's a first date. This is you do first date. That's a bit of a disrespect, isn't it? Yeah. So it's like.
But also, what about though? To be the devil's advocate, what about those people that do have flirty natures? They don't mean nothing by it. They're just flirty kind of people.
No, that's not right. Though.
You gotta understand people. But what is flirting though? What I'm saying as well.
But you can see.
It's
like when
there's I don't know, because also you can be social, but and then there's
but there's a difference.
And there is a difference. Okay, cool. But I mean, some people can't help that. They've got that spark about them. Do you know what I mean? It's just a general sparkle that people find attractive. Do you know what I mean?
It's like my missus. If I went out with her somewhere and then like she knows, innit? If I see her having a conversation, she's having a conversation, so I don't give two shits. I wouldn't even look, don't even care what's going on. Do you get what I mean? But if I see her there all flicking her hair and looking at and looking in his, do you get what I'm saying? I'm like, after she's finished, I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Why are you saying that? What, you gonna say to her, bro?
Yeah, what are you doing? No, not to the guy, fuck the guy, innit? Like, to her, innit? No better, innit? Like, but at the same time, there's a difference between flirting and just talking.
Yeah, of course.
Some girls, they just flirt, and then when you put them up on it, well, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. But they know what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and if you wasn't there, they would have gone with my man. Do you get what I'm saying? That's I've seen that shit. So
that's a joke. One time I was working in a bar, right? And it was like a little party, and his dad and his son's girlfriend came in. And they was drinking, like, they looked wasted anyway, but I was like, these people, there's something funny about them. I don't know what it was because I'm probably an energy person. Anyway, by the end of the night, the sons got kicked out for smoking weed, and the girlfriends just ended up getting trashed and going fucking the dad in the toilet.
Oh, the dad.
don't even leave with your man, you know. Like, I know you're having a good time, but you should have left with your man.
And this is what I'm saying. You can't leave them to them kind of situations.
That's what you can't do.
That's what I'm trying to say.
What it is, I think if you meet someone in that sort of setting and they were like that when you met them, then you've got to be cautious about when you get with them.
Of course.
Unless
100%
you have to.
that.
Yeah. If you met them in that sort of setting and they were that sort of sloppy when you met them.
Yeah, 100%.
You got to be cautious.
Yeah.
You kind of, in a way, you are cautious that thought is should be in the back of your mind anyway. Like even with the COVID and the campaign, like wash your hands, this, that, and the other. I'm thinking to myself, what are people that nasty?
Yeah, no, because do you know they don't wear gloves? Like I was in I think it was Burger King, McDonald's. If you check them, all of them, some people do wear gloves, but it's not mandatory. I thought, how's it not mandatory for people to be wearing gloves when they're handling our food? That's these people going to the toilet, you don't know that they're washing their hands. People itching, they're scratching, they're doing whatever they're doing. This country is so fucked. It's so dirty. It don't make no sense.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's like they're saying one thing and at the same time you're doing another thing that contradicts the rule.
Like shopping in a supermarket, food, people picking up, putting down. Why can we not go into restaurant city? Why can we not go into beauty places where only a couple of people going in at a time? It's a control thing. They're taking the piss. I don't really want to go back onto the COVID thing. I don't know if you do,
I don't know.
because it's so.
A few weeks ago, I even said to my mum, I don't want to talk about race or religion too much about it. Or it's not that I'm being racist or whatever. I see some Asian woman in the aisle like swapping the eggs. Do you know what I mean? Swapping the free range with the shit ones. Do you know what I mean?
Taking get better quality eggs for cheaper price.
So she's putting free range in the cheaper one, innit? And I see her filling them up, and I was like, bro. So when I'm going to get my eggs now, I could be thinking I'm getting free range, but I'm getting the other one because of people like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
That just represents this society, mate.
She was literally there swapping eggs. Do you know what I mean? And I had to call the Sainsbury's. I was like, don't you lot watch what people are doing? And like, you made me look like a snitch, yeah.
Well, no, you're not a snitch.
But at the same time, that's dirty. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not fair.
It's not fair. That's even old women. They could go to get a free range and they're getting fucking shit eggs.
Taking things is taking it, but when you're actually swapping it, that's scummy. Like that is low life. That's low life.
I personally feel I'm just like, wow, that's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
It's not good for the person that's going to pick up the free range egg.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And you know what I'm learning now, is it's a dog eat dog world to a certain degree. I love people, but I need to do me and I need to come up. At the end of the day, she weren't doing it for me. She didn't bust up the egg and open it. Like, it's just the shell. It's like someone that picks up an avocado and puts the avocado down. You don't eat the shell. You just.
No, but if you buy that brand of eggs, or you pick it up, you'll be pissed, innit? You'll be like, I might have picked up eggs, like, because she might be on there. She might go shopping more than you. So she's doing that a lot.
She might be doing that every day.
What's quite funny is how's that person that picked up them eggs? They're not going to know the difference. They're not going to know they're not. So that tells you something as well. How do we know that that's even free range eggs that we're eating in the beginning?
It's true. Yeah, no.
Especially in this blood clot country, like they will tell you. Listen. That's me. I don't do labels. I shop in Aldi and Lidl. One, because it's good quality, and two, you're paying half of the price just because it's from a foreign country.
I had Lidl's, but I just can't go in there.
Why?
I just do it as the delivery.
Thank you. See, well, that's it, convenience for you. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I mean, I would go to Lidl's. If Lidl's, I don't know if they do delivery or not. I don't think they do. Not yet. But I mean, when I was living in Bristol, I had a Lidl's, and I was doing a Lidl down the road. I used to go there.
Do you just prefer shopping online instead of going
No, I don't.
Yeah, so what about when you deliver your shit and it's the wrong stuff?
Do you know what it was? It was because, when I wanted to go shopping during lockdown, I was seeing all these dumbass queues, and I was just like, I can't be bothered, I could not be bothered. I could not be bothered.
They got self-service now.
She's been queuing up. She's been doing bare queues.
I just could not be asked. I was like, this is long, this is absolutely long. All I want to do is come and pick a few vegetables because I don't like. The only thing I don't like online shopping for is vegetables. I don't like people picking my vegetables. I'd rather go there, look at them.
Yeah, because they just pick anything.
Yeah, because generally they do. But the last time I did it, it was okay, to be fair. I think that's because it was locked down and they started taking more care.
Yeah.
But in general,
I can't do online food shopping, bro. I can only do online clothes shopping. Food, I have to go out and get it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because
I'd rather go.
I want to see what I'm buying.
I hate that.
I hate doing that as well.
What?
I don't
Online
mind
shopping?
Yeah.
clothes. I don't mind trainers. I can order trainers. That's different. But clothes.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what it is like for you guys, but obviously these big brands right now, Pretty Little Thing, Boohoo, Nasty Girl, Shein. Listen, these things, the clothes look so good online. When you get them, oh my god, the
That's like anything though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't like.
Have you got McDonald's, isn't it?
Until I'm a millionaire and I can go and get some real shit. That's why I preferred. I'm either going to do Primark because I know what I'm getting for the price, customize it up, good thing, love Primark, or a charity shop, and I know it's original. I know that I ain't going to buy my stuff.
We'll have had this bad experience with Primark. Like things don't fit right,
Oh really?
and then I'll wash it once.
Yeah.
Fade, I
Yeah.
can't do it. Like,
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't
Well, I
want
used to go in Primark and spend bills and come up with like 6
Yeah.
bags.
no,
Like I've just been Hatton Garden.
You can do that anyway. Like,
You
I'm
can do
just
that every
saying.
3 months. You
Yeah.
have to because the clothes are so
Yeah,
shit.
you'd have to do it, but you'd have to do that every 3-4 months because because that's what happened. The clothes after 2-3 washes, they're gone.
But I love Primark because all these broke families and stuff like there's no need for you not to have clothes and you know even knickers and underwear and socks and stuff like that is so good and like the home stuff and obviously they're upgrading all their things but you know like I said it's for that if you ain't got the money you know, I get these good things and go
Honestly,
spend on
I haven't shopped
shopping
there. I haven't shopped there in years, so I can't really say what things are like now. But
No,
when I
it's
was,
well,
but
really
5-6 years
good.
ago, 5-6 years ago more.
Yeah.
Primark
That's
is
it.
sick.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, it
Primark
was-
is hard. I've been there to get my kids shit sometimes. It is hard.
But why do people have a problem with shopping in the pound shop?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't like pound shop, bro.
No.
Why?
Because when you go in there, it's like you're going. You just don't want to be seen walking in there.
That's what
No,
I'm
no,
saying.
no,
That's what I'm saying. You know what you're doing?
I don't care.
You've got the products in there that you're paying £1.52 for a pound.
Yeah, yeah,
Same
yeah.
shit.
I go and get all my toiletries from Poundland.
Yeah, man, toiletries, cleaning stuff.
But even still now,
Yeah.
Poundland is not Poundland no more.
I don't.
I know, 'cause
yeah,
things ain't all
they got
about-
It's
things
not a
in
pound no
pound,
more.
yeah.
Back in the day when they first come UK, everything was a pound.
But why would you?
But things are still a
why
pound.
do
It's just
you
what you want to get from them.
No, but I'm saying everything's £4 in there. But I'm saying everything's either £2 or £3. Some things in there, isn't it?
Some
Why-
things are, yeah.
Why do you
pound,
save
man.
face for what people think just to save money in your pocket? Like we shouldn't care what people think. People don't know shit about you. They don't know your struggles. They don't know what you're going through.
Yeah, but I don't want to be seen going in there.
Why?
But now there's face masks and that. I'll go in there.
Everybody knows the shoe foul. Everybody's gonna know it's you, okay? With your dreadlocks and shit. But
Oh,
what
how
it
did-
is though, what is the reason that what are people gonna think? Oh, look, Simon's going into pound and he is
Cheap.
no.
Oh
man.
my
Yeah,
God.
I'm cheap.
No.
I'm a
I'm
cheap
stupid.
state.
I'll
I'm
say
a cheapskate.
he is saving money.
Yes.
That's what I say.
Yes, listen, I was
Saving
to
money.
Sainsbury's. I was shopping in Lidl's for time, yeah. I thought, oh, let me go to Sainsbury's because some things you can't get from Lidl's.
Yeah.
There's some things you can only get from Sainsbury's and Asda's or whatever. And I went and got a trolley and I was looking, I only had like half a trolley. And I looked at it and I added it all up and it's like a good £30 for not even 2 bags of shopping. That's my week shopping in Lidl. I just left the trolley and walked out. I don't give a fuck if I look like, oh, she's cheap or, because people, I shop in charity shops thrifting. Obviously it's dead cheap. It's not because I'm broke. It's because I appreciate the clothes, the originality of it, and da-da-da-da. It's all about perception. Like we can't worry about what people might think because you just never know shit. You never know what's going on. You could be like saving. You could have one in the bank in your savings, maybe a tenner in your cash because you're saving. No one knows your circumstances. We have to just know. Spirit knows. God knows. That's the most important thing.
No,
Just
that's
gotta
my
do
problem. To be fair, when I said that, yeah, I don't give 2 shits who sees me walking in Poundland. It's me. Do you get what
Yeah,
I mean?
it's like
Me
you
myself.
feel like you're being tired.
Yeah, I feel like I'm advancing in life. So when I go shopping certain places, if I've been Hatton Gardens, where am I going Poundland?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Or if I've been thingy, where am I going thingy?
Well, if you're going Hatton
Not that I
Gardens-
wouldn't. I'll send my missus in there.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? I'll give her the £5 and say
Yeah.
go get blah blah blah.
If
But
you're,
I'm not going there.
but you're not gonna go Selfridges.
So I'll be disappointed in myself.
In Selfridges or Hatton Gardens, whatever, you're gonna get like a wash that's mostly got a different quality, different type, whatever.
It
But
comes
you're-
from the same place.
And the
bro.
label, as what's in the pound shop?
Yeah, probably.
No, what I'm saying, I would only get things that are a certain brand
Yeah.
from places like that. If it's going to be these generic brands that everybody's living off of, you know, Flash and then why are you going to pay more than
Yeah, in the shop, yeah,
why?
right,
You can't get
yeah.
the cheaper one if it's the same thing.
That's true. But I've just been funny with. It's never been a sense
No,
thing
I
where
think-
me walking in there. Yeah,
when I
pride.
when I had to live by myself, like, and I had to go get stuff. Like, I was living in Bristol when I first started going Poundland, I think, and I was like, because I was always going to the shop local when I needed stuff, I would go and get it. When I needed it, I'd go and get it, and every time I was working, because I was working in a casino when I was living in Bristol, I would never have the time to go. I wouldn't have time during the day Or if I did, I'd have to go and then come back because my work's in the centre and everything's in the centre as well. So I never had time to go before where I'll just go, like, but then when I went here, it was like, Jesus Christ. I was scratching my head thinking like, what have I been doing like?
What did you do
this money? This money I'm wasting, like, everything's in there. Toiletries, cleaning products, everything. I was like, what am I doing? I bought things for like I went in there once here with £20 here. I didn't have to go back for 6 months.
I love it.
6 months.
I love it. I get excited to run up on my high street as well. It's nice. What was you doing in the casino?
I was creepy dealer.
So what's the biggest tip that you ever got?
Biggest tip?
Or if any. That's what I'm saying. You think for me, I think, working in a casino tip.
Yeah. It's not like the biggest solo tip. Probably about 500.
Yeah, that's good though.
But over the course, about £500.
What, for one person?
Yeah.
One person, just in one go.
Yeah. No. Can't you give me a job then?
But over the course of
over the course of a period, like say I was on a period table for like an hour and 20 minutes. I probably off of one customer, I've taken a couple of grand. Yeah, in tips.
That's good.
But they would have to be winning, of course. Like, it's not like
they're just giving it to you.
Yeah.
Over in the near future, like what have you got coming? Content, projects, music?
So we're producing a reality show at the moment, which is great. That's basically about myself, my network, and it's just basically going to be like the ultimate reality show with different segments from, Come Down Me, Global Box, whatever. And Big Brother as well, because we're going to set some GoPros up in the house, because my house is more like a creative house, it's not like a home.
So it's going to be like a Big Brother look.
Yeah, we're building a studio in my house as well at the moment, which is really, really cool.
Music studio in the house? That's it.
Yeah. And then musically, because obviously I'm doing the show first because I want people to be able to see my journey and just come along, because I'm not just a singer, I'm an actress, I'm a dancer, I'm a model, I'm a personality, I'm a vibe basically, and I want to be able to inspire people to let their light shine from their part. And I know some amazing, beautiful, inside out, funny, entertaining people. I know not just the England, it's for the world, because when we do that first pilot, I want to send it out to all of the broadcasters all over the world, Africa, Asia, America, England. No one can't tell me that we are not going to have a pile of contracts to be having a choice to sign from. I know that for a fact, because you watch Netflix, you go on YouTube, you see what's out here. These reality shows are dead, they're not even reality shows anymore, they're just crazy people going crazy. You know what I'm saying? The only reality shows that
it's not even real no more, isn't it?
It's
not even real, it's scripted and fucking. It's like fake.
Yeah,
it's a reality show, but it's a fake-ality show.
Yeah, so no scripts allowed. The only thing that we plan is, i.e., obviously location. Because some of our people was like, we have to, what topic is going to talk about? No, it's authentic. Because our life is the topic. Do you know what I'm saying? And anyone that comes along, it just has to ride with the flow. And I think that's the beautiful thing about it. There's no pressure because it just is what it is. We just know camera's going to be there. It's like on the 8th, that's going to be the first day of filming. I'm just telling everyone, come as you are. Yeah, if you want to dress up, do you? Like, you're going to be on TV.
But just forget the camera's there.
And even so, we can acknowledge the camera as long as it's authentic. Because I think if people pretend that there's not a camera there, it's kind of a bit weird as well. But naturally, you forget the camera's there anyway. It will just happen. So hopefully that's coming out in the summer. So through that, you'll see I'm really excited about my music as well. I feel like there's not really any artists out there like myself. I'm a mature artist. I think I'm gonna relate to people that are, maybe the youngsters, but more so people that are 25 and above, which is my age group, the old school people, the Aaliyah fans and the Tony Braxtons and whatever. I just bring that vibe. So
mature audience.
Yeah, man.
Nice. So loads more music. Loads more content.
Yeah, everything.
Loads more shit coming.
Everything.
So stay tuned. Do you know what I'm saying? What's your ads again? Follow you on what?
Star the Artist Free for absolutely everything.
Star the Artist
Free.
And the mix reality.
The mixed reality, We've got our little Instagram, but I'm not posting on it yet. I want to arrange to get like pictures of the main cast. Get a little. I'm not rushing it. I'm not desperate to put anything out there. It has to be right. I just make sure that I've got the handle. And whatever. So
So that's what it's about. Stay tuned.
Big things happening.
Well, what you got coming?
Nothing.
What you got coming, Simon?
I got more shit coming, you know what I'm saying? Just stay tuned, man.
In terms of artistically, I have nothing coming, but be prepared for explosions.
Explosions. Terrorist attacks, man. Gonna do some terrorist attacks.
Yeah, I've got to sort out the lay the foundations, you know.
Put it this way, Marv plays Monopoly in real life.
Yeah.
That's good.
No board game, real life. Reality show, Monopoly.
Yeah.
But even that's interesting. So I think that's an interesting journey to follow, like, and see what you're doing, because everyone seems to think that.
It's easy.
What was the word they said? Okay, we'll obviously close it down, but I'll let you say you can't call someone black. You're not black. Cher's black. You're African. And I was like, but what about the Caribbean black people? Everybody originates from Africa. So African and Caucasian, both. So I just want to put that. So yeah, because it's not a lot of, everyone thinks that if it's an African person, they usually work in the barbers, sell drugs, or
or cab driver.
or Caribbean shop. They don't know the reality because it's not exposed out there. So it's nice, like, it's to expose, because you've got your own brand. This is another thing as well. Like, I've got my own brand and my own tribe, and that's the whole point. So it's like, you can come on the show once, you'll get your fan base just like that, because there's people out there that relate to you. Do you know what I'm saying? And people that you can inspire and whatever.
No, it's true. It's true.
We'll get Marv on there soon talking about what business.
It will just happen naturally.
Property developments.
Yeah.
Once he's learned
little
that
advice thing.
Yeah.
Show people about the pros and the cons.
Pros and the cons of the life of a landlord, yeah.
So yeah, make sure you tune in to the next episode. We'll get started on again, obviously, in the near future to
give updates.
Talk about the updates, the next adventure and whatnot. So stay tuned. Make sure you go follow us. Star the Art is free.
Peace.
It's Marvelous Souls. We are. Oh yeah, one more thing. Big up Gareth Fight. Make sure you go get your t-shirts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We are. Blah!